guys? This is Swingman here, back with another upload. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to get into some impersonations again with my channel. Before we get started, quick thanks to Stinger Sports Gear for the hat, as well as a shirt. I think it's very fitting for this time of year. We got summer, spring, winter, fall, and you got the guy here. Of course, he's raking. So that's what I like to do all year round. Swing a bat, get in the cage, get on the Hittrax system, and rake. So basically what I did in this video is something I thought about doing once the Hittrax system got out, but I've had actually requests from people for the same idea, basically trying to hit home runs at ballparks where I'm doing the impersonation. For example, I'm doing, you'll see in here, I do Bregman. I'm hitting at Houston, trying to hit home runs. Obviously, the short porch there makes it a little easier. But while I'm playing this video, I'm also going to go over the story of how I started doing impersonations. And it's basically goes hand in hand with how I learned how to hit too. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please hit that like button and subscribe. If you have any questions, concerns, anything, like always, leave a comment. Go to my Instagram page at @theswingman_. I update every day. And send me a message or something if you need help with your swing or anything. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, so getting started here. The first thing while I'm warming up, I was actually trying to hit the second deck here at Yankee Stadium. I always try to figure out some kind of target that would be cool to reach off the tee. But so as far as impersonations go, they started at a very early age. Now, a lot of my followers, I know they're younger. As far as availability for coaches and trainers, it's a lot different now than it was when I was growing up. Basically, growing up, there wasn't much of that around at all. So, you know, as far as training in the gym, that was nearly unheard of, at least for baseball when I was a young kid. And as far as available professional instructors, that was also a rarity, at least in my area. So growing up, I kind of had to figure out my own way to learn how to hit, and that's where the impersonations came from. I watched a lot of baseball growing up. Now, my family was not a baseball family until my brother and I started really getting into it. So naturally, as a right-handed hitter, I would always mess around with wiffle ball, or in the backyard, my brother and I would play baseball with tennis balls back there as well, and have home run derbies and games and stuff like that. So what we used to do is we used to do righties against lefties. We would each pick two of our favorite players from each side. So for me, for example, I would always pick Griffey from the left side, and I'll do like maybe David Justice or something like that. I always like the taller stances with the aggressive high hands. So you know, I'll do David Justice. Sometimes I'll switch up and do some other players, you know, Bonds and stuff like that. So we would just alternate batters. We would pitch against each other, and you would use your two hitters plus yourself. So yourself was kind of a bonus because you could just imitate whoever you want. A lot of times it's always imitating Griffey as myself. So basically I would throw to my brother, say if he was mimicking from the left side Tino Martinez, he hits a home run. I come up, I'll do my Griffey, whatever, I hit a home run. We'll go back and forth, and we'll do lefties against righties. We'd keep score. We actually, at one point, we used to keep stats for all the people we're impersonating. We played in our front yard. We used to use those little squish balls those soft ones that absorb the water in the pools, and we would hit against our house. Obviously, they're so soft, they're not going to damage anything, but it was a perfect kind of distance. If you hit it on the roof, it's it's an upper deck home run. We had different points of where you would end up having your hits, your doubles, and stuff like that. So we used to do that all the time. That's how we learned how to hit, realistically, is understanding and mimicking players. So my brother's actually really good at it as well. I have an old YouTube channel. It's called JGriffey450, and you can see I have a couple of old impersonation videos, and me and him were both always good at it. So now when it came to playing college and pro ball, when I started leaving town, going out of town, this is something I would do during rain delays and stuff, and I would mimic people on my team, and it always got a good laugh and stuff like that. I actually spent time in a locker room during the 2012 All-Star Game in the minor leagues, and my roommate Ty Kelly, who has been in the big leagues over the past couple years, he was my roommate for 2 years with the Orioles, and when we were in the locker room in the clubhouse, he's like, "Noah, start impersonating people." And I'm looking around the clubhouse. I see Jackie Bradley Jr., Xander Bogaerts, Travis Shaw, Tommy LaStella, you know, all these guys that are, you know, established big leaguers now. And I knew all of their stances. We've played against each other so many times, and for me, it was easy to pick up. And it was something that I always looked to. You know, these guys were putting up big numbers that year, and I would watch their swings and their stance, and I understood it. So it was always getting a good laugh. But the funny part was, so we get around to Travis Shaw, and this kid, he put up monster numbers that year. He actually hit an absolute bomb in that All-Star game, just out of the stadium. And very, very smooth swinging left-handed hitter. And I got to have a really cool conversation with him that night about his swing and his changes he made going into that season, which ultimately that approach got him into the big leagues. But I get to his impersonation, and they're like, "Do Travis Shaw." And I was like, "Why? Why don't I just do Adrian Gonzalez? It's the same swing." And he looked at me dead serious. He's like, Are you serious, dude?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, you have the same motion, same swing." He's like, "That's exactly what I try to do with my swing." I said, "For me, it's very apparent. It's very easy to tell that that's exactly what you're trying to do." So again, I've always enjoyed doing it. It always gets a good laugh. So now I'm sharing it with you guys. So that's my story as far as my impersonations go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe. That always helps me out. Also, if you have any questions about your swing, leave them in the comments below. You could message me at the Swingman _ on my Instagram page. You could send me a video of your swing too. So I'm always trying to give little tips and hints for players as well. So again, thanks for watching, guys.